Hi everyone. So this is where we stopped at in our previous video. We see how to create a demand file using a single, or rather two vehicles, individual vehicles, and then bring them all together in a SUMO configuration file, and then run the simulation. Right. So we know now that it's working. We'll see how we can extend this and go beyond and simulate a vehicle flow, right? So in real world, it's more like you have to simulate not individual vehicles, but rather vehicle streams, right? So this is what we are going to do now. So what we have to do is we need to change the demand file. So let me comment out these two individual movements, and instead I have to bring in uh, a, a, a particular tag that is related to vehicle flow, so it's automatically detects it now. But let me show you how you can find it in Sumo documentation. So just go to the documentation and let's say type flow. Mm, um, say, yeah, there should be type flow. Yeah, repeated vehicles flows. So what you have to do is basically with a certain begin time and end time, you need to say how many vehicles are moved, right? Or else you can define rather, yeah, vehicles per hour or anything like that. But so this is the idea, right? So these are for buses. Yeah, so this is for a standard vehicle. This is how the flow has can be defined. So let's see how we can do that. So let's open the flow tag. So let's take this automatically suggested one and let's then edit it. I'll take another flow to show it in the other direction. So route 1, route 2. So cast these are correct. So let's say I'll keep it to a short period. Let's say the beginning at, let's say, 50th simulation second, and it ends at 1,000 simulation second, and the next flow begins at 200 simulation second, and then the other it goes, let's say, 1,500 simulation second. Let's keep, yeah, 100 vehicles should do. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So what you have to do is you need to give a flow ID and the begin and end times, and the number of vehicles, how many vehicles, and which route this flow one should take, and what's the vehicle type. So if that is done, so now that you have everything set up, you don't have to do anything because now we have changed the demand file, and the demand file is now linked to your configuration file. So then it's a matter of just running the simulation, right? So let's rerun the simulation. Add a slight delay. You see now a stream, vehicle stream is moving. But here you see the vehicle is entering to the simulation from the same place pretty much, right? Rather, I mean, entering it from the same lane. But in reality, you won't be seeing this, right? Reality is a bit different, right? So we'll see how we can adjust that as well. So we'll quickly stop the simulation, go back to our VS Code demand definition, and let's add some colors as well. To one stream, I'll add this color, the other one, let's keep this color. And here you can set another parameter called depart lane. And if you set it as free, then it enters to the simulation in a free form, right? Where the vehicles enter to the simulation where there's least resistance. So in documentation also we can find this name, right? So there are a couple of options. can set it random, free, best, or at least occupied, right? So let's put best to another. I mean, for one floor, let's put best, right? So these are different options you have. You can update accordingly. So now that I've updated it, let me reload the simulation and rerun it. So you'll be seeing differently colored vehicles entering to the simulation at different locations. So I think that it's not dense enough, but let's see. Yeah, it's not dense enough. That's why it's keep entering from the same lane. So let's increase the number of vehicles. Let's say 500 vehicles, 600 vehicles from here. And let's reload and rerun this. Yeah, now you see vehicles are entering from different lanes depending on the availability. Right. So now you see, since one stream is moving, the other stream is waiting and trying to enter, and now you see some real kind of like approaching towards reality in terms of the simulation. Right, so that's about this video. In the next video, we'll see how we can install add a traffic light to this intersection and manage this flow.